I never intended to see those messages. Life just has a way of wrecking plans. It was an ordinary Tuesday night, blurring into all the others. The TV buzzed softly in the next room, dishes piled up in the sink, and the silence between us felt heavier than usual. Anna left her phone face up on the bedside table before stepping into the shower. Steam slipped out from under the bathroom door, and I could hear her humming something unfamiliar. Then the screen lit up. The preview stopped me cold. Same hotel tomorrow night. Can't wait to see you again. For a moment, I froze, hoping it was a mistake, a wrong number, a harmless joke. But another notification appeared seconds later. I'll bring the wine this time. Just bring yourself. My chest constricted. My mouth went dry. I had never once checked her phone. Trust had always been the foundation of our marriage. Or so I thought. With shaking hands, I picked it up and opened the thread. Message after message unfolded. Weeks of planned excuses and late-night stories that suddenly made sense. The name saved in her phone meant nothing to me, but the meaning behind the words was undeniable. She was carving out time for someone else. Tomorrow was just another piece of the pattern. When she came out of the bathroom, wrapped in a robe, smiling as usual, carrying the lavender scent of her soap, I felt a chill crawl through me. All I could think was, tomorrow, she'll smell like him. I didn't confront her that night. She curled up beside me on the couch, resting her head on my shoulder, phone gripped in her hand. I forced a joke. She laughed, but the sound, once warm, was now hollow, jagged. It cut deeper than I could bear. Sleep didn't come. I lay awake staring at the ceiling, every memory twisting into suspicion. The late nights, the glances away, the explanations that no longer fit, the vows we had made, for better or worse, echoed in my head with a bitter taste. By morning, clarity set in. I wouldn't fall apart. I would face it and end the illusion once and for all. That Wednesday, she arrived home later than usual. Her makeup was heavier, her perfume stronger, and her eyes held the look of someone already halfway gone. She dropped her bag and suggested dinner, smiling as if nothing were wrong. I kept my voice steady. It's been a while since it was just us, I said, watching her scramble for an excuse. She started softly. Actually, I might, then caught herself. Sarah, from work, she offered. Don't lie to me, Anna. I cut in. The color drained from her face. I know about the hotel, I said quietly. I know about him. Her mouth opened, but no words came. The mask she had been wearing for weeks shattered in an instant. Guilt, fear, shame written across her face. You don't understand, she whispered. No, I snapped. I understand perfectly. You made a choice. I told her she was about to walk out the door and lie to my face again. Tears welled in her eyes. It's not what you think, she pleaded. Then tell me, I demanded, tell me why you couldn't just look me in the eye and say you wanted out, why you had to scheme behind my back instead. The silence that followed pressed down like a weight. Finally, she muttered, I don't know why I did it. I laughed, but it was sharp and bitter. That excuse, convenience wrapped in confusion. We sat at the table, food untouched, as she offered explanations that sounded rehearsed. Loneliness, not feeling seen, a mistake. But betrayal isn't a mistake. Betrayal is a line crossed deliberately, over and over again. What was tonight supposed to be? I asked, my voice cracking despite my effort to stay calm. Her body shook as she admitted she'd been planning a romantic evening with him, while I thought she was meeting friends. Don't lie to me again, I said. And then the truth spilled out. She had dressed up for him before coming home. Tears ran freely down her face. I made a mistake, Daniel. I never wanted to hurt you, she sobbed. You did, I answered softly. The moment you sent that first message, you hurt me. Every false goodbye was another lie. She reached for my hand. I pulled away. I still love you, she begged. But I couldn't let that word patch over the wreckage. Love doesn't book hotel rooms in secret. Love doesn't build a life on small deceptions. We argued and cried deep into the night. She swore nothing physical had happened yet, as if that erased a deliberate emotional betrayal. For me, the damage was already done. Trust had shattered, and I couldn't pretend otherwise. I packed a bag. She followed me room to room, pleading, promising to stop, swearing she would end it with him. Standing in the doorway with my suitcase, I said quietly, "You risked everything for one night. Now you want me to believe you'll do anything for us." Her sobs echoed as I closed the door. That first night away was one of the worst. An uncomfortable motel bed. The ache of knowing how quickly a life can unravel, how the person you trust most can cut the deepest. But as the days passed, the fog cleared. Her apologies and frantic calls came, but they felt too late. Empty gestures trying to patch what she had already chosen to destroy. Later, people asked if I regretted leaving, if I should have given her another chance. But what I learned was painfully simple. When someone shows you how little your love means to them, believe them. Anna revealed the worth she placed on us. The night I said, "Don't lie to me, I know about the hotel," was the night I finally let go. Because I understood I deserved someone who never needed to be stopped in the first place.